What's really good, world? It is your media arts specialist, D.BAIL. I'm in the building, live from my hometown, Plainfield, New Jersey. I got a Newark songwriter and an excellent singer. Her name is Vangela. She's representing from the Bricks. How you doing today?
The Bricks is all good. Yeah,
okay. All right. Well, Vangela is an upcoming singer, tremendous amount of talent. She has a new single right now that's out. It's called Greener. I want to talk to you a little bit about the concept behind Greener, the song and the video that I saw.
You know what? Greener is the concept of, I take it from a woman's perspective.
Okay.
However, of course, if you're man and female, just letting people know that you should appreciate what you have while it's there. You know, sometimes people think it's better someplace else, and then when they get there, you kind of run back. You're trying to run back, but the song is like, you think it's on the other side, but it's not. So really, you should just try to work with what you have and build on that and make that better, as opposed to just skating off.
Very interesting. How did you pick up singing? Like, what was it about music that gathered your attention at a young age?
I think it started with my family. My father, he plays the lead guitar, played the bass, he played the keyboard. My mother sings, she plays a little bit of the piano.
Nice.
One key. We joke with her about that. My brother is a bass player, well-established bass player and a producer. Played for a variety of gospel artists. And I grew up on Sam Cooke.
Oh,
and Marvin Gaye, and just growing up in it and being in the church. That's where it stemmed from.
Okay. Now, reading your bio a little bit, and from my gathering, it seems like the music that you're putting out, it definitely touches people's emotions.
Yes.
What kind of music would you say that you create, and who are the type of people that you're trying to capture as far as their attention with your songs?
Definitely, I'm trying to. I'm an emotional artist. I'm an emotional person. I'm very sensitive. I love people. I love people, and I don't like for women in particular to feel like they're in it by themselves. Sometimes you feel like you're going through it, but it's that one song that you remember and you hold on to, like, okay, that's gonna help me get through it, or dang, now you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
So I try to appeal to that type of audience. When I first started writing, I used to write all happy songs.
Oh.
But my male producer said, women aren't happy.
Right.
I said, yes, we are. I said, no, but when you're playing a song, and the time you get a woman to say, that's what I'm talking about, is when they're struggling and they want somebody to feel their pain, someone knows what they're talking about. So I kind of gravitated towards that.
Were there any artists that you listened to coming up that kind of gave you the inspiration to do that? Do you feel like there's any other artists out there doing that right now?
Well, growing up, like I said, I like male artists.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm a little biased. I love Sam Cooke, Marvin Gaye, R. Kelly. R. Kelly, no, let me stop. I just love his production, but I love Whitney Houston. I grew up on Whitney Houston. I think she was a fun artist.
Another New Jersey native?
Yes. Now I like Jasmine Sullivan. I love Lauryn Hill. I love Lauryn Hill. Everything about Lauryn Hill.
Lauren is a beautiful person, man. Definitely.
I love her. So those are the people I kind of gravitated towards, yeah.
Okay, cool. So I know you've done a lot of different shows.
I'm sorry, Mary J.
Mary J. You can't forget about Mary J.
I'm sorry, yes, I love her now more so, even more. I love what she's doing.
Yeah, because a lot of women definitely, listen to Mary J. It was like a soundtrack to everything good and bad that was happening. But that's actually a good segue for this question I have for you. Even when artists make songs that are kind of sad, once they get to that happy place, like, Mary, they say, oh, Mary's only singing happy songs now. Do you feel like that there has to be some period of growth as a songwriter where you start writing different? Like, what's wrong with writing a happy song?
Nothing's wrong with writing a happy song. It's just that sometimes we're so emotional. Females are so emotional. Love is emotional. I don't want to keep talking about females.
Yes.
Love is emotional. You find a man who finds that woman that he's just crazy about, man, he's done.
It's true.
I've
been there and I'm still there right now.
Yeah, so that's all it is. And sometimes even though they may sound sad, it still feels good. Sometimes you want to curl up. You want to curl up and be in love, but when you're going through, sometimes it feels good to just know that somebody else sees this, and this is something that I may have to experience. What do I do next? So that's all it is.
true.
And plus, it's music.
Yes.
You got to write about every aspect of life.
Right. Even the bad parts
Yes.
sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, like I said before, I know that you're doing a lot of different shows. You've opened up for the Reverend Timothy Wright. God bless his soul, rest in peace. What are parts of your show performance? What kind of elements do you bring if I come out to see you? You know, what are some of the things I can expect?
In the R&B world,
Mm-hmm.
I am so in tune with the people in the audience. And if you don't know me, you're going to know me at the end of that show. You're going to feel me. You're going to understand me. I have been a counselor after my concert. I'm saying concerts. Look, I'm speaking fruition.
Yes,
Okay?
yes.
Okay. After I finished doing singing my songs, I have had women come up to me. That's exactly what I was feeling, and I'm sitting there actually having a session with these women, and some of the men walk out, but that's all I'm saying.
That's on them.
But I'm bringing high energy, soul. I'm bringing soul, and I enjoy it. And even if at the end of the day, I'm enjoying what I'm doing. You know,
Very
so
important.
it's kind of difficult to disconnect from me because you're always passionate about someone who enjoys what they're doing. It's almost like it rubs off.
Right, and you can see it.
Yes.
You can actually see
and you
it.
can feel it.
Right. Well, you are very multi-talented because you don't just stick to one genre of music. You're doing R&B, you're doing gospel. What would you say would be, you know, your comfort zone in terms of?
You know what? I love R&B. I like country music.
That's interesting.
I love country music. I love the music itself. I love the lyrics and the stories. I love country music.
A lot of people say that country music is some of the most honest music out there.
It's friendly.
Right.
It's friendly, and yes, it is honest. The blues is honest too, jazz is too, you know. But I love country music. I love R&B, and I love country music. Gospel is more emotional for me.
Right.
It's a healing process. When I'm listening to gospel music and I'm writing gospel music, I'm trying to get something out of it. You know, when I'm writing country music or R&B, I'm trying to get someone else to get something out of what I'm writing.
Very interesting. So what is the writing process? Like, how do you decide, you know, what you're going to write and what are the elements that you need to get into that right frame of mind?
I don't know. It's peculiar. I do most of my writing in the shower. I do most of my praying in the shower. And thoughts come. It could be a day that I had with my students, or maybe I saw someone crying, or maybe I saw someone smiling. And at the time when I am relaxing, all of these thoughts come together. And whatever is going on that particular day, or maybe I just saw a beautiful flower. I just write, and I do it daily.
Excellent. Now I have to ask you about fantastic. What is the definition? Because fantastic has to be something big. I read it inside the Bible, and I said, "Wow, that's cool." Because you know, fantastic, nice spin on it. What is the definition of fantastic?
I think that I am pure, and it took me a long time to grow into that. I have a genuine love for what I do. So whatever I do musically and athletically, because I play basketball too, but right now we're talking about music. Whatever I do musically is so pure and honest, and I think that's what makes what I do fantastic. You know, it's just my definition of it, because I'm going to put the time in. I want to make the mistakes. I want to correct the mistakes. I want to admit to my mistakes, or where I need work on, and it's honest. So I think that is when you get to a place where you can say, I'm not the best, but I'm striving to be the best. I'm going to work towards that. It's fantastic when you're coming into that. When you're able to be yourself and not say, oh, I want to sound like this person. Like, I'm comfortable being me. I just think it's a fantastic thing.
I also want to talk about upcoming projects that you have going on, because Greener is hot. What's the next step for you?
I have this song that's coming out called Mad as Hell. Here we go again, right? Mad as Hell. It's a great story. It's talking about a woman. The line is, I'm mad as hell because I've never loved a man who loved me. And a lot of times when you see a person, especially being in the bricks, trying to do the right thing, you get a lot of praise, and then you get a lot of people talking about you. You get a lot of things, and then you just feel like, dang, nobody loves me.
Right.
And then you have people who say, dang, they do love me. And I'm sitting here like, the people I love don't love me back. You know, you get through a lot of emotions.
Definitely.
So that's what I'm going through with this song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I never loved the man who loved me. And as hard as it may seem, okay, dang, people saying, dang, they love me. I play ball. I have 2 degrees. So, you know, I'm you know, in the music and doing all of these things. But goodness, this joker left me. That joker left me. You know? So that's the concept. Because a lot of people, a lot of women that I've spoken to just really don't feel love. They feel like they're in a place where, I'm not saying all, they feel like they're in a place where they're with, a person is with them because of what they can offer, but just not genuinely in it with them.